Hey, Sacred Souls, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. If you're a subscriber, thank you for being part of this and connecting with me. I truly, really appreciate it. So today we are here to talk about the Sun in Gemini. But more than the Sun in Gemini, I want to talk to you about another concept overall, because I don't see this being talked about very often, and I think that it is time to shed some light on it. So, we know that sisterhood circles, red tents, women's groups, like all of that has really seen a resurgence and a rise. And in connection with that, it's all about the lunar energies and connecting with the moon, right? That is the feminine essence, is connected with the moon. What we don't hear is about the divine masculine being connected to the sun. And I think we need to start shedding some light on that. Along the lines of sisterhood circles, there is such thing as brotherhood circles, and these circles are connected to the solar energy, the sun energy. So I think that it's important to kind of shine some light on that and offering up some energetic insight in alignment with the solar energy being connected to that divine masculine, so that we all can begin to work through and understand the positive aspects of the masculine energy that we need to help lift up and support during this time, during this transition, because we know that with the rise of the divine feminine, that is not to the detriment of the masculine, but rather about coming into harmonious relationship so that our experience on earth can be better. So, part of that is having to understand and work with and look at that divine masculine energy. So, we see a lot of the astrological kind of forecast around the sun signs. However, I don't see a lot that actually connects it with the aspect of the divine masculine or the divine masculine circles that associate with the solar energy. So that is what I hope to do with these videos, and through the rest of the year, is create these videos in a way where you understand the sun sign, that astrological aspect, but in relation to the divine masculine, so that you can be working with that energy within yourself, whether it's your sign or whether you have any planets in that sign. It doesn't matter. This is the season, this short season of the sun being in the sign of Gemini. This is the season of working on this particular aspect of self, right? And so each time the sun changes a sign, we have an opportunity to work with a energy that is supported in the divine masculine way of connecting with the sun, that we can start to heal some of those deeper wounds regarding that masculine energy, because we have experienced such a toxic use of masculine energy. So I think it's super important to be bringing this to you, which is why I'm doing it. Because I also teach about, the sacred union energy, working with the divine masculine and feminine within, coming into union and harmony within, and all of that. So this is a way to actually help bridge all of that information together for you. So, along with leading sisterhood circles and have the Sisterhood of the Moon online. So, if you're interested in more of the divine feminine circles, I do offer that. That is a paid membership in my online group. It's like $11 a month, so it's super affordable. You're welcome to jump in there if you'd like. I will post the links below and allow you to be able to connect with me more. I do have a free community platform, which is where I'll be sharing this information more. So if you want to join that, that is absolutely free to join as well. So now that that's out of the way, let me get back to the purpose of this video. The sun and Gemini. So if the solar energy represents the divine masculine, and we're looking at the divine masculine through the lens of that Gemini influence, we are looking at, the high intellect really being in the head and the thoughts, the mind, right? So we are working in the mental plane with this sun energy. So if the sun is energizing, it's recharging, it's refueling, this is an important time for mindset work. It is helping you to shift past limiting beliefs. It is helping you to really be able to examine what you have going on in your mind. So also think about Gemini as that duality, right? Gemini is the twins. It represents light and shadow. It represents masculine, feminine. It represents this polarized energy and being able to understand it intellectually, right? So here's where things get tripped up, because we can have the intellectual understanding, but that's not the same as the embodiment. That's not the same as taking it in. So for the Gemini energy, they're very quick, very fast. They can be super quick-witted and fun in that way. They tend to be really sociable, very talkative, and that energy is great for creating networks of friends and creating this vibe where people get to feel at ease and comfortable. They tend to be that person that creates that vibe in the room where they get everyone talking and having a good time. And so that is kind of a masculine way that Gemini energy shows up. It's almost like your extroverted self, right? What does that look like? This is a great time to tune into that energy as well. And if you have a hard time socializing, connecting in that way, then this can be a good time for that self-reflection in the mindset stuff that's in the head, tuning into your self-talk and noticing what is there, what is blocking you, what is the negative things that are going on in your mind. And this is a great time to say, hey, like, I'm done with this. Like, this is a limiting belief. I'm taking the time to recognize it and see it now, and I am ready to let it go. So the sun energy is also a time of working through all of this in conjunction with the moon energy. So we have that merge of the sun and moon together. So right now, with the moon actually growing in size, it's a great time for setting your intentions of what you want to manifest in alignment with this Gemini sun energy too. And that's going to supercharge it. So mindset work is huge right now. How you are networking and socializing and using those skills to help you move forward is also super huge right now. So this is a chance for you to work on that energy. Now, positive masculine aspects of Gemini is that ability to be that friendly person, that ability to talk with all kinds of people, to connect in that way, to want to learn about different ways of being and different communities of people and different connections to the world around you, right? So Gemini takes it all in, and they're analyzing everything. I mean, when we say in your head, like, so you can just imagine living life in your head. But Gemini tends to be a little bit more out there. So they take what's in their head and they try to put that out in the world around them. And they do that by just being so just wide open, right? If you know Geminis, they tend to be wide open. And what I mean by that is, they will talk to complete strangers. They will share the thoughts that are in their head. They will openly share the beliefs that they have, and they are beautiful in that way. But you got to also take the pause to really reflect on the attachments to the beliefs that are there. Because it's in that work of recognizing the attachments where you get to set yourself free from limiting beliefs, which happen in the form of attachments, right? So this is a period of growth and expansion that we can work with the solar energy in Gemini. So divine masculine healing looks like healing the mindset that keeps you blocked from moving forward. So masculine energy is all about the action steps. It's about the physical. It's about the actual world around you, your physical body, right? All of that is very masculine. Your willpower, your drive, your determination, because that is all the masculine ways of how you're stepping forward, how you're moving forward, and what you're doing to create that for you, right? So we have the divine feminine, which is all of the inner stuff, the feelings, the emotions, the inner callings, that inner pull that helps us to dream up the plan of, what we want, or envision that calling, and what our soul is really, really craving. But it takes that energy of the divine masculine to actually put in the action steps to get there. So what this looks like for Gemini season is this energy of, all right, how am I actually creating my outer world to be the inner world that I want, and how is my inner world being expressed in the outer world? Does that make sense? So it is finding the harmony and balance between that. So if I'm creating these beliefs and holding on to attachments of certain beliefs in my mind, and I have this calling in my heart, I have this dream, this vision of what I want, but I can't seem to make it happen for myself. Like something is blocked, something keeps getting in the way, something just isn't happening the way that I am expecting, or I'm just not I'm not really seeing the fruition of everything that I'm wanting to manifest. Well, now is the time to sit and say, okay, where is this blocked in the masculine energy? Where is there a disconnect between the things that I'm feeling, that divine feminine energy that rises up within, that is that feeling emotional nature, and how is that disconnected from the actions that I'm taking in the world around me? So this is a chance where we get to work on this through the lens of that Gemini energy. So this is all the mindset, the beliefs. What mindsets, what beliefs are limiting my ability to do this? And then start making the changes as you recognize them, changing the mindsets, the beliefs, the attachments to the old stories, and allowing yourself to start taking those action steps through the mental plane, right? It's releasing that, it's changing the thought patterns so that the world around you starts to shift. That's that masculine Gemini energy. So that is how we begin to heal the masculine wounds that we carry. And if we think about that in the world, in the relation to the society that we've been part of, right? This can look like um, things have to be hard. You have to work hard, right? That's a lie. That's a whole generation of stuff that we've been taught, that you have to work hard to earn money, right? Think about that. Think about the era that came from. It makes sense for them. It doesn't make sense for us now. Things have gotten easier for us. And I say that even though economically, I mean, the US is struggling right now. But at the same time, we can see like it's not the same kind of struggle. It's not the same thing, because we can say that, but yet there's little teenagers making millions of dollars on their YouTube videos. How insane is that? Do you think that that is hard? Like there's this mindset belief that's been so ingrained in our society, where we even get stuck in the ways where we think that we have to put attention in order to make money, right? There's so much tied up into this, and that's just one scenario. So there's so many different ways where our beliefs hold us back. We talked in the energy healing savasana circle last night about the way that we can block ourselves too, where it's just our mindset of not feeling worthy enough to have what we want. That's a big one. And that is where that divine feminine wound gets cracked open. But paying attention to that, because the divine masculine is calling you forward into how are you moving forward in your life, right? If you are blocked in the action steps of actually aligning the physical things you are doing in the world, in your life, to what you're really desiring inside, then there's a blockage there that needs to be examined. There's a belief there that needs to be examined. There's a looped pattern there that has run its course, and it's time to let it go. So this is your chance in this Gemini Sun energy to really visit that type of mindset and start readjusting the way that you think about things, the way that you see things, the way that you're approaching the world around you, and bringing it all together. So that is how you begin to heal that masculine energy and working with the feminine and masculine energy together to really help to harmonize and bring your life into alignment. I hope you enjoyed this take on the energy, and I hope this helps you to understand how to work with the masculine, feminine energies a little bit more, especially in relation to the sun and the moon energies, the masculine, the feminine, as it's associated with this planetary luminary energy. I think it's an amazing way to begin to understand how we embody these energies, both of these energies. Everyone does. We have masculine, feminine channels within our energy body. And I think it's super important that we begin to recognize and speak about both of them. So I hope this helps you. And I hope to see you in future videos. If you enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me because, I'm not a big time YouTuber. I really hate to make videos. And this is hard for me. So I appreciate the support that I have had from all of you that have already subscribed, that watch my videos, that join my membership programs. I absolutely love and adore you. And I thank you so much for helping me to feel like I am making a difference and I am doing something to help the community, to help the world, because this is really what my calling is. And part of this for me has been getting over myself and just doing it, just putting the video out there. And if people don't understand, then it's a way for me to get to explain and dive even deeper into this topic to help people understand. So I think that I think I'm doing it, guys. I think I'm doing it. All right. So again, I will drop the links below for my free membership, which is the Sacred Soul Inner Circle. And there I share all kinds of different things regarding energies, regarding more personal shares and stories of things that I am working through my stories. We help other people connect and relate and understand pieces of their own story, relationship, and we see how we are in connection to each other. We are all sisters and brothers here on this earth, and it's time we start acting like it. So that is what the inner circle is all about. It's coming into that relationship with each other in a way where we get to feel like we are being held in a space where we can be seen and heard and understood and felt and supported and nurtured and comforted. And so that is my mission with that group. It is a free group to join, and then I have other memberships that you can sign up for, subscribe to, that are paid memberships, where we do our Sisterhood of the Moon, the lunar circles, the rituals and ceremonies associated to full moon and new moon energies, as well as some historical stories around the moon energies for that time. And we talk about some of the holidays associated with certain moon phases and things like that, the stories of where the moon got its name for that month, all kinds of fun things like that, just to share more wisdom around working with the moon and that lunar energy. There's also the Priestess program, which is currently open for enrollment. And this go round for the Rose Priestess path, we are going to be heavily working with the energy or the element of water for healing, for purification, for blessing. And I am super stoked about that. So we will be crafting flower essences together. So you'll be learning that in addition to the Rose Priestess lineage. So that by the time you finish this 6-month Rose Priestess path, you will not only be a priestess, but you'll be a priestess that is able to make flower essences for healing the emotional inner stuff that people have going on. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to hearing from you. Let me know how this video lands for you. If you like this, if you want more of this, I hope you do, because I plan on doing this for every sun cycle. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope this serves you in some way. Many blessings.